Hi guys, welcome to my new channel. Now you're probably a little bit confused if you know me from my old YouTube channel or if you know me from Instagram. You're probably a little bit confused as to why I have made a new YouTube channel. Now let me explain. I have basically been uploading videos over the last 3 years to YouTube very sporadically. I have literally documented fitness advice, home decor, I have made videos on family birthdays, and I've also documented the highs and the lows of the last 3 years of my life. I've faced some really difficult times over the last year or so, including grief and heartbreak. And I just feel like the last couple of years I've just been a little bit confused as to who exactly I am and kind of what my values are and what I want to be putting out online. I really felt like the content on my old channel didn't flow very well. I thought it was a little bit sporadic. I felt like it was very mixed and there wasn't really much flow to the channel. So I basically decided to put that all behind me. I want to give my content a completely new facelift. I want to rebrand myself and I want to really just make this channel a properly solid place that you guys can come to find some really good fitness and nutrition advice. This channel is going to be primarily fitness and nutrition with a touch of wellness in there as well. It's going to be a channel where you can come and you can find a load of information when it comes to fitness and nutrition, and I really just want to use it as an opportunity to pass on all the knowledge that I've acquired onto you guys to help you achieve your fitness goals too. I will definitely be including videos on my personal life as well, but not as much as I was on my old channel. I really just want to make sure that this channel is informative, it's educational, and it's full of as much useful information as possible. So if you are old, then welcome back. If you are new, then welcome. Please do subscribe to the channel as I will be uploading very frequently on here. I already have lots of videos filmed and scheduled, and I will be uploading twice a week. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos. Right, I'm gonna jump straight into this video today. In lockdown, I have been creating lots of really yummy recipes. I've had so much more time on my hands, so I've been in my kitchen creating some really cool calorie friendly meals. I'm actually on a cut at the moment, so I'm constantly seeking out meals that have lower calories but are still really yummy, budget friendly, which is a big one, and don't take too much time to cook, because if you're anything like me, then you won't really like spending hours and hours in your kitchen. Today I'm going to be talking you through a breakfast option, a dinner option, and a snack slash dessert option. All really macro friendly, and throughout the video I will be including the calories and the macros of each meal so you guys can track those into your diets really easily. So the first recipe I'm going to be starting with is French toast. Now I absolutely love sweet for breakfast. I always wake up with a sweet tooth, so this meal is going to be perfect for you guys with sweet tooths. Okay, so for this recipe, I'm going to be using some white bread, strawberries, I've got some sweetener there, cinnamon, I'm using 2 eggs, and I've also got some 0 calorie pancake syrup. Obviously you can use whatever syrup you fancy. I'm just going to crack the eggs into a bowl. Again, you can use as many eggs as you want. I decided to use 2. And then you're just going to add some cinnamon. I went quite overboard with my cinnamon. I do love cinnamon. Add the sweetener. Sweetener's optional, obviously. And then you're literally just going to whisk up the eggs with your fork. It's not looking too appetizing at the moment, but I promise you it is going to taste amazing. Okay, so just spray your pan with some Fry Light. It's just a 1 calorie spray that I cook with. And then all you're going to do is just get your slices of bread and basically just soak them in the egg mix. I just leave them in there just for a couple of seconds just to make sure that the bread absorbs all the egg. and then you can just pop it into the pan. I just keep the pan at about a medium heat because you don't want them to burn, obviously, but you want them to cook all the way through. Soggy egg is just not the one. Okay, so I'm just going to add them to the pan. There we go. I'm just going to leave them in there, and then basically you want to make sure they're golden on one side, and then you can just flip them over in the pan and start cooking the other side. Okay, so then I'm literally just going to cut up some strawberries. You can add whatever fruit you want to yours. I love strawberries. And then you can add cinnamon and your pancake syrup. I love cinnamon. I'm just going to add all the cinnamon on them. And there we go. So next I'm going to go into my tacos. So all I'm going to use is some beef mince, taco shells, we've got some cheese, guacamole, lime, arrabbiata sauce, salt, pepper, and some seasoning mix as well. So I just weighed my beef mince out. I used 150 grams of beef mince. And then again, I'm just going to spray the pan with some fry lights. I always cook with this stuff. It's just 1 calorie per spray. And then I'm just going to add the beef mince into the pan. You can use whatever meat you want. Chicken works as well. I decided that I wanted to use beef mince for this particular recipe. Okay, I'm just weighing out the arrabbiata sauce. I used 40 grams of this sauce. And then once the beef mince starts kind of cooking, I just wanted to make sure that the majority of it was brown. And then I'm just gonna add the sauce and just let it cook for a little bit. And then I'm just gonna season it with some salt and pepper. And then I'm adding the seasoning mix. I used a chili seasoning mix, but you can have a bit of a play around with whatever mix you fancy. Add a squeeze of lime. This is quite an important ingredient to this recipe. It gives it that little kick. And then you're just going to stir it up into the pan. And that is literally it for the sauce, well, for the mince. And then I'm just going to grab my taco shells and just fill them up, really. I used 2 taco shells, which I thought wasn't going to be much, but trust me, it is really, really filling. Also, I found the best way to make sure that they don't topple over is to like rest them up against the plate, because this bit is like actually the hard bit, filling the tacos without them all spilling out. Okay, next I'm going to add some guacamole. This stuff is actually the shit. It's got a bit of a spicy kick to it, and I just freaking love it. You can obviously use real avocado if you want, but I'm just lazy. And then I'm just gonna add a sprinkle of cheese. If you really wanted to make sure you were kind of sticking to your calories, you could make sure you weighed out the cheese and the guacamole, but oh well. And there we have it, tacos. Right, finally we're going to move on to the dessert. We're going to be making some protein ice cream, and I'm just going to be using some natural yogurt, some whey protein powder, some cocoa powder, some vanilla paste, and we've got some raspberries there as well. So I decided to kind of make up a batch of 4. So I used 1 kilogram of Greek yogurt. So it's going to be 250 grams per serving. Again, it's up to you how much you want per serving, but this is just what fit my calories and my macros. We've got lots of protein in the Greek yogurt. And then I'm just going to add some cocoa powder. Now, I've never really baked with cocoa powder before, so I didn't really know how much to add. So I kind of just kept adding it and stirring it in and just waited until I felt like it was the right shade of brown. I think I used about 4 tablespoons in the end, so 1 tablespoon per serving. And yeah, I just kept stirring it in. Didn't really know what I was doing, but it ended up tasting nice. we're gonna just add the whey protein. I actually have a chocolate mint protein, so this ice cream turned out kind of minty, which was really nice, but you could do this literally with vanilla protein, you could do it with just a chocolate protein, just get creative, whatever protein you've got. And then I just added some vanilla paste. I don't feel like this is necessary to the recipe, but I don't know. I thought, why not? We'll give it a go. I couldn't really taste it in the end, but... And this is the consistency that you will end up with. So it's kind of a thick, creamy yogurt consistency. So you just want to get some food bags, and basically I spooned the mixture into some food bags, so I just split it into 4. Now in hindsight, if I were to do this recipe again, I wouldn't use the bags because I feel like it's a little bit of a waste of plastic, and they weren't actually necessary in the end. I just saw that someone had used this method, so I tried it as well. So all you're going to do is just put the bags into the freezer. I left them overnight, and by the morning they were like completely rock hard, so I actually just left them out on the counter for a little bit just so they could melt down. Right, so this is the bit that I was kind of struggling with. It got a bit messy, and that was to actually get the ice cream out of the bag. So that's what I mean. I probably would just use Tupperware next time and just stick it in some Tupperware and then just spoon it out from there. Now you're just going to serve it up. I decided to serve mine up in a wine glass, just felt a little bit fancy. I could have really done with an ice cream scoop at this point, but it's fine. I actually found that if I left it to melt even more, it would like create kind of like a mousse, which tasted really, really good as well. And then I'm just gonna add a raspberry. I literally just added 1 raspberry. I was kind of holding back on the raspberry hype. And that's it. Protein ice cream. So those are the 3 recipes that I am going to show you today. I hope that I have inspired some of you guys to get in the kitchen and start creating some really yummy food. Cutting and dieting does not have to be restrictive. You can still enjoy really, really yummy meals. I am not a chicken and broccoli girl, never have been, never will be. I love to get creative with my food, and I'm going to be uploading lots more videos with some really cool recipe ideas for you guys. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you want any further help with nutrition or anything really, then always just reach out, give me a message over on Instagram or leave a comment down below. So the first video of the new channel. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to subscribe. The next video is going to be a super exciting video. I have filmed a video on my full 6-year fitness journey, the highs and the lows, the good, the ugly and the bad, and I'm also opening up about some stuff that I've never mentioned online before. So there's some juicy gossip in there. I will see you in 2 days' time.